Okay, the last part of your organic chem, we are going to look at macromolecules, which is big molecules. Okay, macromolecules are substances that containing a large amount of atoms. Examples that's living or organic macromolecules are your proteins, carbohydrates, okay, or synthetic polymers like plastics. These are all macro large molecules. Okay, polymers are made from many identical small molecules. We call them monomer. Okay, polymerization is the process that covalently joins many small units of identical molecules, known as monomer, to form a large macromolecule known as a polymer. So polymer is a lot, mono is one. So one is the simple unit, and then this simple unit join covalently to form a polymer. Okay, there are two types of polymerization: addition polymerization and condensation polymerization. Okay, so addition polymerization, this is a process where unsaturated monomers like alkene are unsaturated. They contain the carbon-carbon double bond, one carbon bond to three other atoms. One more atom can be added across the double bond. Okay, and then these unsaturated monomers are linked successively to form a long polymer or long macromolecules, and then there is no loss of any molecule. Okay, so in a equation example, you will see this. You have a alkene, or I should say you have a ethene. This is your monomer. So I put an N and then bracket your monomer. Okay, and because of the presence of your double bond, the double bond can open out. One of the double bond open out on each side. So you open up, your double bond open out, you get this. So this one is your polymer. So the alkene will become a polyethene. Okay, so even though when you open up, it becomes a long alkane or single bond, we will still name it as polyethene. So I will put poly, the monomer. Okay, let's type it down. So when you name the long molecule, we will put it poly. Okay, this part is your monomer. So polyethene is a large macro molecule and is saturated with single, with carbon single bond. Okay, but when we name your macromolecule, I'm just going to put poly and the name of your monomer inside. Okay, three common products that you are going to learn and have to memorize is your chloroethene, polychloroethene, which is PVC, or your polyethene, and perspex. Okay, so polyethene, what's the use? Plastic cling wrap. Perspex, what's the use? Windscreen of cars. Polystyrene, this one is disposable containers. Teflon, this is coating or frying pan. And polychloroethene, this is for rain pipes and cloth. Memory work, there's a chance MCQ will come up for this. Okay, so characteristics of polymers, addition polymerization. The following properties are the same as the monomer. So they have the same simplest formula and they have the same percentage of composition. Okay, these following properties are different from the monomers. They have different boiling point. Of course, your polymolecule or your macromolecule is much higher melting point and boiling point. It has much higher density as well, and it has a bigger molecular formula. Okay, so let's look at the different polymers that we are going to look at. The first one is your polyethene. So ethene is your double bond. Okay, so you have a lot of monomers here, your ethene, and then this one will open out on either side, this one open out on either side. Okay, so when you draw your polymer, then you will write bracket with the bonds open up, and n represents as n times of it. Okay, so this is your polymer, this one is your monomer, and this one, if they say draw the repeating unit, just whatever that's inside the bracket without the bracket. Okay, polyethene's main use, have to know that. Okay, so how do we deduce monomers from polymers? Okay, for each monomer, especially in your addition reaction, right, it will contain a carbon-carbon double bond. Okay, during polymerization, your double bond opens up and it joins to the adjacent molecule. Okay, so to deduce the monomer, pick the repeating unit and then put in the carbon double bond back. So if you have a polymer that looks like this, which one is repeating? This is 1 unit that's repeating, this is 2 unit that's repeating. Pick the repeating unit, this whole part is your repeating unit, put in back the double bond. Okay, so your monomer will look like this, C double bond C with the Cl and the H. To be very accurate, actually my Cl should be here, my H should be here. Okay, this one will be your monomer. And what's the name of your monomer? Is chloroethene, because it's an alkene. And this one is your polychloroethene. You don't change it to ANE even though they are all single bonds.